Hello, brothers and sisters. Thanks for joining. Hey, yesterday, Trump made an announcement, or really signed an executive order more than an announcement, that he was going to criminalize burning the U.S. flag during a riot. I think that's how I understand it. I didn't actually read the article, and I think that's how they were going to try to get around the First Amendment right that the Supreme Court says we have to burn the flag as part of political protest. But I think they're trying to say, and I actually agree with them, that burning a flag in a protest is no longer a peaceful protest potentially. And so we'll see. We'll see what the courts think about it. This is a really nuanced issue because in general, I'm for this 100%. I think that burning a flag, the U.S. flag in America, is close to inciting a riot. And I think under that basis, it shouldn't be allowed. And I also believe you shouldn't be able to burn people's holy books. I don't think you should be able to burn the Bible. I don't believe you should burn the Quran or the Hindu books. I think one of them is the Bhagavad Gita. I think that was close. I'm not sure. I'm not a Hindu. You shouldn't be able to burn any of those because I think that also has the potential to incite violence because people are very passionate about those books. But I do get that it's a slippery slope. In general, I'm not for all these hate crimes. In general, if somebody murders somebody, there's a law in the books for throwing them in jail for murder. We don't need to add additional penalties because it was related to a hate crime. And that's my general feeling because it's a slippery slope. We really don't need that because who decides what a hate crime is? So with that, Trump, I predicted yesterday that now Democrats all over the country are going to start burning flags, which is probably what Trump actually wants because regular normie Americans, like I think I am, will think that they're lunatics. But I thought I'd just watch a couple of videos as a follow up. Let's see what some Democrats said in the past before the Trump derangement syndrome and when Democrats were more sane than they seem to be today. And then, I think this will be interesting because I'm interested to see what some of these same people say here in the next few weeks about this. So let's see what Hillary had to say about this.
So I hope, Mr. President, that we can pass a law that criminalizes flag burning and desecration. I agree that this burning, this desecration that can happen to our flag is something that people have a right to ask this body to try to prohibit and prevent.
Yeah, fully agree. I think people have a right to ask Congress to pass laws to stop flag burning, and we'll let the Supreme Court call the balls and strikes on it. And then let's watch another one. Let's see what the Honorable President Biden had to say about it when he was a senator.
Our diversity naturally pushes us apart, not together. But what holds us together as a nation, Mr. President, is not a common language, although I think that is necessary. It is the national symbol. The reason it is worth preserving is because it unifies this diverse nation. The flag's unique place in our national life means that we should preserve it against all manner of destruction. A statute making it unlawful to burn, mutilate, or trample upon any flag of the United States, period. It doesn't matter who burns or mutilates or tramples the flag, and it doesn't matter why. Under my proposal, it will be unlawful to do the flag harm, no ifs, ands, or buts. I think that we can and that we should tell everyone they can't burn the flag. Their amendment would make it a crime to walk on the flag at a college campus sit-in, but not at the war memorial. My amendment would criminalize both. In my view, it doesn't matter why you burn or mutilate or trample on the flag. You should not do it. Period. I don't care whether you mean to protest a war or praise a war or start a war. You should not do it. Our interest in the flag is in the flag itself as a unifying symbol. And I might add, the person riding down Constitution Avenue, watching the veteran burn the flag to memorialize his colleagues, has no notion why. All he knows is that the national symbol is being burned. I don't want anybody burning the flag. Whether they're doing it to praise me or condemn me, they should not do it. But don't take my view for it. Ask a Boy Scout. If a scout sees a flag dip in the ground, he runs to pick it up, doesn't he? Isn't that what we trained? That's what I trained my boys and my daughter. That's what I was trained as a scout from the time I was a little kid. Doesn't matter why it fell. Don't let it touch the ground.
That was a rule when I
He
was in the
doesn't
Boy
care why the
Scouts.
flag's in the ground. He doesn't care who let it fall. He doesn't care whether or what someone might have been trying to say when he let the flag fall. All he knows is that the flag is something special, and it shouldn't be on the ground. So it should be with all of us, is if it in fact is the unifying symbol of a diverse nation and it serves a greater government purpose of holding us together and reminding us how we are the same and not different. My national symbol means this is a national symbol. This is the national government, and the national government should have unifying role about the national symbol. My amendment would not let some violate the physical integrity of the flag, but not others. Under this amendment, no one will be able to do the flag harm. I will conclude by saying the flag is a cherished symbol, not as a vehicle for speech. It is a cherished symbol, period. And that's why it should be protected.
Looks like Joe Biden went even further than Hillary Clinton. He was calling for even walking on the flag to be criminalized. Hillary didn't quite go that far. She was just doing burning. So back in the old days, maybe this is 20 odd years ago, both Hillary and Joe said things I completely agreed with. This was back when Democrats were a party that I could actually vote for. I think they were really the party that cared about the American people, where the Republicans were more about caring about big business back then. Somehow the lunatics took over the party, and I'm very interested to see what Clinton and Biden say now that Trump wants to do this, because he just wants to do the same thing they wanted to do 20 years ago. And I think it's reasonable. So we'll see how much Trump derangement syndrome comes out, and we'll see what I'm very interested to see what Biden and Hillary say now to appease, their bases. And they really don't need to anymore. Neither of them is going to be president again, so they don't need to appease their bases, but interesting. I'm still in support of a flag burning or desecration amendment. I don't know why it failed back in the 90s and 2000, but it looks like there was a push to do it after the Supreme Court ruled it was political speech. Because again, I think it's incitement, and I'm just going to be interested to see what Democratic leadership says today. I like to compare and contrast, and it does seem like they're against things just because Trump is for them, and they aren't for things that are in the best interest of the American people. So a lot of people see my videos and probably think I'm a hardcore, conservative Republican. I don't see myself that way. I think I'm more middle of the road. It's just that the Democrats have gone so far left that I can't find any common ground with them on their issues anymore. And so I'm forced to go with Trump and the Republicans. I hope both parties can run a better candidate. But I'm all for this. We'll see what Trump can do. Thanks, everyone. If you agree or disagree, let me know what you think about flags.